Hello, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising sign. What a month ahead. You've got some major changes going on in your career space and the way you earn money and how passionate you are about making it. A bit of spending going on there, but it looks like it's all good. And maybe some changes regarding home, especially regarding home and children. All said and done, there's a very powerful ingress this month as well for the first time in your life of some new, intense purpose around career as Saturn slides out of the Dharma house and into your 10th house. And you're going to see that at the end of the month, you're kind of hitting a new level of authority and mastery in some area of work or career, but you also know more about what you truly want. So let's bring ahead all the details of this month. We're going to start off by talking about the general and then moving into the week by week, play by play, blow down, blow, blow by blow. However, if you're new here, welcome. Hey, my name is Lori Lothy, and I'm using the Western Tropical Zodiac, the whole sign house system, and those fixed stars and minor asteroids, including the asteroid Juno, is going to come into our reading for today. Juno, the marriage goddess and the commitment goddess. And also, if you're new here and you want to know what I'm offering you this month, I usually give something away. I'm actually giving a half price sale on for the month of May. It'll start as soon as you see this video, maybe third week of April. Check the description box below. You want to receive 12 videos, one for each sign. And you can listen for Sun, Moon, and Rising for horoscope predictions for you for 2025. You can get those 12 2-hour videos for only $33. They used to be $66. That's half price. And on top of that, each sign has its PDF guidebook written by me. They're all different content for each sign. So give to friends and family, share with your children. And of course, you can listen for Sun, Moon, and Rising. So information on that half price sale is in the description box below. You can still buy your individual signs for whatever the price is now, $15 or something, but it's so much more affordable to get the entire bundle. Now, I'm on vacation. I'm in Arizona. I'm recording in April for my Patreon community. This is April 16th. So you get this earlier if you are my Patreon community. And my Sky Reader class, I almost forgot to tell you, is starting up in mid-June, and it's summer school till the end of July. Come for 6 weeks learning live with me how to be your own astrologer, time your best life. You want to get a discount for a tuition, check the description box below. There'll be an early bird discount code if you're on the wait list, and you can sign up for the wait list. All right, so let's talk about Mercury first. Mercury is a messenger of the gods, but he's also very much communications, phone calls, emails, texts. And Mercury is moving in the sign of Aries as this month starts. What is Aries? It happens to be your career house, your 10th house of reputation and social standing. When he's here, you're busy. And he'll be here from April 16th behind us to the first 9 days of May. So as May approaches, you're still like, what are you doing up there? Are you thinking about your career? Are you communicating? Are you negotiating with your boss? Are you talking to people? Are you putting content out there that communicates messages to someone, somewhere, somehow? There's a lot of chatter in the 10th house with Mercury's movement in direct motion through that part of your sky through to the 9th of May. But then on May the 10th, he manages to move forward and get out of your, 10th house storylines and slides into the Taurus sky, which is the gains of your career, the money you make, the reputation increases, the success stories, the goodness of the gains of the 10th come from the 11th of House of Good Spirit. Now, when we put Mercury up there, he's very social, and this is a social friendship house. It's like the sibling one older. It's things to do with groups of friends. Like I hang out with my, my book club or my knitting club, or I go out to, events with friends, go to concerts. And Mercury's a social beast. And so I think you're going to find a lot more social life May the 10th to May 25th, more than you normally do. A lot of activity in that part of your sky. And so if you have a sibling one older, a lot more messaging and communicating and maybe negotiating and whatever with that sibling one older than you, May the 10th to the 26th, 5th. Then on May the 26th, Mercury moves into another sign, and he'll move into the sign of Gemini. The good news is May 26th to June the 10th, as he travels through Gemini, is that Jupiter is there. And we're going to break it down later, but this is a very lucky transit for you. And it can bring some significant developments regarding chunky money digital borderless income and revenue, money made from foreign places and distant shores and people, but also some significant luck regarding destined matters regarding education and foreign countries, even visas. So we'll break it down when it happens in the week by week. But I love that Mercury will spend that time with Jupiter because it will be back in this way for another 12 years. So you have a very lucky signature. And some of the lot can come through phone calls and messages, May 26th to June the 10th. But it's also your house of dreams at night. So really pay attention to your nocturnal dreams during that May 26th to June 10th timeframe, because those dreams at night can be extremely powerful, and messages from the heavens may be coming through that are very extraordinary for you. When we move forward past that Mercury engagement, we're going to move into the energy of Venus, and she will be moving all through May through the sign of Aries. And so by the time we get to June 5th, she's done. But Venus moving May 1st to June 5th through the sign of Aries gives you a reputation glow up. The boss loves you. People like you. You're good in the public eye. You're looking like a diva at the high noon at the OK Corral. If you want to capitalize on that energy, it's great for applying for jobs, taking interviews, asking for a promotion or getting a promotion and a raise, negotiating for that as well. And so Venus's journey through your 10th house happens on the yearly. The difference is the duration. Because she had been retrograde, instead of being there for 3 weeks, she's blessing your career, reputation, energies, and social standing May 1st to June 5th. And honestly, it can be so many different ways that it plays out. With Saturn moving into this part of your sky at the end of the month, it could be announcements that you're engaged, or you're moving in with a partner, or things like that could happen here as well. Oh, Mars is busy. Mars is moving through Leo, and he'll be there from May the 1st to the 20th in the 5 degree to 20 degree range. He entered Leo, just so you know, around April the 18th. He completes the Leo journey mid-June, June 17th. And this is your house of, this is a sign, Leo, house of, whole sign house, career gains, money, earnings, making money, saving money, possessing money, financial wellness. Mars is a self-starter. In this sign, it's good for you if you want to go gangbusters on beginning your own thing, creating your own business. This would be advised because this is a powerful Mars. Did you think about making your own business happen in November, December when he was traveling here, but had to go back and get some other information from you before he went forward in your second house? Because it's time to launch. It's time to say yes. It's time to go for it. And with Venus up at the 10th house, trining him, this is a very lucky opportunity for starting your own business, especially since he rules your 5th house of entrepreneurship. The other way this can look like for you is you're working really hard and maybe you're spending money, but it's all coming back to you somehow. Money spent thanks to Jupiter returns to you. So investing in things you need for your life, your business. Maybe you might have some very important conversations that are quite feisty, but level you up in your career, talking to the boss and saying, ultimatum, if you don't give me more money or you don't change me to the division I want, I might be out of here. Because one thing Mars can do, but in a very graceful way, is leave a job here, quit a job, quit a career path. And he's totally down with that. He will not do that and leave you stranded because of his broad sextile to Jupiter. It will always mean that you'll land in a happy place if you leave one career or job behind, especially because Jupiter, even though in Gemini, is the ruler of your Sagittarius house of work and employment. So he is sextiling Jupiter during this month and even into next month. And so leaving one job can open up a door for a new job. I say that he says, make a decision to follow your passionate desires when it comes to job, work, and career. And he's in Leo all month long. And then Jupiter in the sign of Gemini ever since, way back, 3rd week of May, 2024. And that's a very subtle place for you. It may have allowed you to go deeper into alignment with your spirituality. You might have found a guru. Some of you might decide that you wanted to learn something new. You might have taken a course or started an educational path or pursued higher or even more skills-based information learning. And so the learning impulse would have been heightened for you as this transit has been going on. He's still here. Gurus and guides from foreign shores could happen. Jupiter is still here in the month of May. In fact, he doesn't leave till June the 9th. So you've got a little bit more of that once every 12-year transit playing out in your sky for you. Finally, Saturn, a major change of course. Saturn will enter into Aries on the 25th of May after being in Pisces since March of 2023. In some ways, this looks like something to do with putting your foot down to follow your deepest dreams, goals, and values axis of Venus and Neptune there, about a purposeful career. Because Chiron says, be on purpose, use your talents and gifts. And Saturn says, make it real, especially with Neptune. And so there's a real shift or a sea change on the third week of May. And again, I said you might want to change a job, quit a job, or whatever. And Mars is still saying that. So once you get Saturn there, you're very hardcore realistic about what you want to keep and what you want to let go of in the work, career, and life purpose. Okay, you're retired, but what are you doing that other people witness you doing that you would want to be known as successful at? Besides maybe playing golf, because that's not a 10th house thing. Sorry, guys. Your tennis and golf games belong to the 5th house. So 10th house is like, look at me. I've got something to offer in the high noon of the world. And in that regard, Saturn says as well, he's very much about what you're good at in terms of mastery and authority. So is there something you know that you're masterful and authoritative at, that you've been percolating, learning, deepening for the last 3 years? Now you can bring it into the high noon of the sky. Now he'll only be in your 10th house until September 1st, but no worries. He's back next spring for another 2.5 years. So this is a testing of the waters of what you want to achieve that's meaningful and purposeful, that allows for your gifts and talents to be shared with the world, that can also be prosperous. Thank you, Venus. So it's a lovely sky for stepping into that part of your life, May 25th to September 1st. But May 25th, you still have Venus there till June the 9th. No, May 25th, and you still have Venus there till June the 5th. So May 25th to June the 5th would look like a solid job offer, a golden, turning point movement toward higher prosperity, deeper values, and solidifying a career direction or gain or mastery or authority of some sort. Let's go ahead and go week by week by week. Let's do that now. These videos are turning out to be rather long. I don't know why, but oh well. They're 25 to 30 minutes usually, but these ones are going over 30 minutes this month. Let's break it down. I'm talking slow. I'm on vacation. Let's break it down. May the 1st to the 3rd or 4th. This is an important sky. I'll show it to you. It's a nice sky, by the way. We have a very easy month compared to April. So I have to give it that much. April was like, will have been, I'm only halfway through April when I record this for you, hellaciously intense. Here we have the sky on May the 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th. All said and done. The good news is that Venus is in a Neptunian embrace. Depends on what you're looking for. A dream wedding, a dream job, a YouTube video going viral, because Neptune rules the videography platforms. A spiritual feminine person coming into your life with a message that heals you. Anyway, you're going to feel this energy May 1 to 4. And then as we move towards the 5th to the 8th, we got a few other narratives happening. Mercury is sextiling Jupiter. Good news, basically. Mercury, Jupiter. Now it's building up around the 3rd, 4th, and it becomes exact, Mercury and Jupiter, on May 5th. Approximately around May 5th, a day or two before and after, look for that phone call, that message, and that text message. Get back to me in the comments. I'd love to hear, because Mercury is going to deliver news somehow, information somehow, and Jupiter is going to say lucky. Now, it could be coming from distant shores, foreign lands. It's definitely connected to career and reputation. Jupiter does have some power here regarding the visas, passports, book publishing industry. And those are things that could be useful to know. And Mercury, of course, is the lord of your earnings house. So it looks good on your finances as well. Good news regarding financial gain is very probable in this particular sky. And then when we move into the other part of the story, is Venus and Pluto are in a mini wealth yoga. Venus, Pluto, chunky money, tax rebates, spousal money, business money, investing in the markets. Pluto, wealth, 8th house money, unearned income, tax rebates, insurance payouts, book royalty income, ad revenue on YouTube. Venus, wealth in the house of career. These things are on a glow up for you May the 4th through the 8th or so, with an epicenter around May the 5th and May the 6th. See that? So take advantage of it. It's here for you. We have a beautiful mystical rectangle here, but I'm saving that mystic rectangle for my all signs delineation. And if you'd like to be a part of my channel by hitting notifications and subscribing, when we come to that week, I would break this mystic rectangle down for each sign. Now, moving forward, we talk about the quiet zone. I love this. If you are sometimes feeling like your life is on some kind of simulation and someone wrote the script, that's because planets are grabbing us and moving us around. They're not actually doing that. It's not causal, it's mirroring, it's correlative. But this is one of the pockets of oasis skies between about the 8th to the 14th, 15th of May that I want you to use because you don't have a lot of planetary aggression or movement. Now, nobody does. And so we're coming into a relatively quiet sky, relatively calm sky. The major action in the month of May between the 8th and the 14th is a moon at 22 Scorpio, conjunct Juno on the 12th. This is a moon that says simply this: make a commitment or a vow to a child, a romantic relationship, an entrepreneurial endeavor. Full moon, either complete or shine a light of fullness and understand and realize and reveal you there. You could have a major shift in a long-term committed love story or in a dating mode towards some kind of new commitment in romantic love. And because Juno is also flowing to Saturn, Lord of the marriage house, there may be agreements made around children, travel, marriage, long-term commitment coming through this full moon that happens on the 12th. The moon will enact its main events and usually in 2 weeks after, but understand it takes up to 6 months for it to fully flesh out and show you what it's truly for. And you may need to spend money or give money or share money with a child, a romantic partner, just because of Mars in a square, broad square from the second house. But with the Uranus element, there's shock, surprise, unexpected developments that the moon is reflecting in the house of great career gains, with Mercury saying commercial or maybe even connected to commercial activity of some sort. Commerce, marketing, selling, surprise, reflected in the house of good fortune. Yes, your 5th house is good fortune. Could you win the lottery off of this? Yeah, you could actually. Could you actually have some great financial benefit coming from a sibling one older? Yes. Could your career suddenly take off and ka-ching, you've got some kind of massive career gain that's very fortunate financially or in your reputation? Yep, for sure. Absolutely. And so look for that energy coming off the moon on the 12th. Add 2 weeks to see the details. With Saturn stabilizing from the node of destiny, if you're into book publishing, you want to get a contract, a publisher, you want to, or anything along with the book publishing industry is going to have some significant gains here. This could be the contract with the publisher, finding the agent. This other energy could be your educational. For both the 5th house and the 9th house can involve education. You get accepted at your favorite university, college, school. A favor from a friend gets you the interview you want for that school. Good stuff is happening here. And yet the moon will show you what it's about in the 2 weeks that follow. The only thing that concerns me is the square to Mars. And that could indicate a fracture because Juno is just as happy to break as she is to make something that's committed. And there may be some revelations or insights around secrets, Pluto, to do with romantic love and sexuality and betrayal. And with Mars-Pluto opposition, baked in here, that could fracture a love romantic relationship. And what I mean is, like, this story speaks of a Jerry Springer episode. You just found out your wife or husband has been sleeping with your best friend for 5 years. Okay, that's the weirdest sky, but that's the dark side of the sky. So I have to be honest and tell you the hard part and the easy part. There was a new moon here back in October, November. You might have had some suspicions that your husband or wife was sleeping with your best friend or somebody in your social networks, but that would be the dark side of the story. Now, moving forward past this moon into the rest of the month, I like this idea that Sun will conjunct Uranus on the 17th. Well, not for the world, but for you. Sun Uranus could be the shocking developments with world leaders. Yeah, coming up to a party near you. This is May 17th, 18th, and you'll see that conjunction, but Mercury's there as well. So there may be some surprising, sudden, shocking, or exciting, exhilarating developments in career financial gains or news or information connected to your career from friends, allies, or a sibling one older. Look for that around May the 18th. This is also connected to that treachery full moon. And so again, that's where, oh my God, you find out from your sibling or your best friend that there's an affair going on in your marriage that you didn't know about, or with your romantic partner. It doesn't have to be marriage. On and on and on it goes. But Mercury here wants him to, he's close enough to the conjunction of the sun to deliver some information or news to you. So pay attention to that as well. And there's going to be a fallout from this. If you want to trundle far, far into the future here, go into the future, young Skywalker, you'll notice that basically you're going to see Mercury do the very same thing on May the 24th. Therefore, things that happen May 18th are connected, 17th, 18th are connected to around May the 24th. It is a two-part story. Okay, well, so we have another thing going on here. We have the energy of a disagreement or a difficult conversation between Mercury and Mars. And Mercury is the information and news, and Mars is the fighter in your money house. So certainly you could have some financial disputes here with a child, with a child, with a lover, going to battle around money matters in some situation. And again, we're in the same time zone, right? We're talking about the 16th to the 20th of May. It's a really bit of a turbulent zone in the sky at that time. Mars here is getting support from Venus. We're going to draw that in a minute. It's going to get better. And she's trying to soothe and smooth the waters. And she's trying to please Mars because she's in his kingdom. So there's another thing that may be going on. You're having a battle over your money, your earnings, your resources with somebody else, especially the boss or somebody in the workplace, etc. So my Cancer rising sister is employed by me. So she's probably going to battle me for a raise. Mm-hmm. What else can I say about it? Mercury is going to give you some information or news that you'll have to take action on about financial matters, kids, lovers, spouses, employment, and work situations. Now, I love this trine and I love this sextile. Sun is in a flowing vibrational frequency. Yay, Sun, to Saturn and the North Node around the same time. We're still hovering on May 18th, right? And you'll say, well, what do I do with that? Well, it looks to me between May 18th and May 20th, those 2 days, there can be some really positive career gains, some really positive developments regarding foreign land and shores travels with an elder sibling, friends, allies, and benefactors. A very lucky break getting into your favorite university or having book publications and deals and successes in publications go well for you. But Venus is also saying to Mars, let's dance. Let's dance the night away in one of the most beautiful flowing fire trines you can possibly get. And this is like what is going on financially and in your career and reputation zone is in harmony. And you're healing a chironic wound since 2019 about being in alignment with a meaningful and purposeful life, using your talents and gifts in your work and career, or in your retired, what are you doing? And as this energy is flowing through your sky, all the way from about the 18th of the month until about the 25th of the month. This is a very fortunate time. And I think you might make some decisions around your spending and savings or earnings, Mars, and take actions there that allow for a greater ascendancy of success in your career and reputation. All said and done, it looks like momentum and change in earnings and career matters that are very lucky and fortunate for you. Sun and Neptune next have a nice little chat with each other. And that's because the sun moves into your 12th house with Jupiter. Now, the sun in the 12th can be hard because it's the sort of solitude house, the ashram and the cave. And this, like, someone closed the blinds in here. It's so bright in my ashram, in my bed pleasures with my Netflix. Someone turned the light out. And then when the sun's here, the dark side of that, the hard side of it is it's like, so solitude, solace, and there's a big bright light shining in there. You might be annoying to say the least, but you go through this solar transit every year. On the other hand, it can light up or show you the way about things you need to see to do with past lives, your self-undoing, your addictions, your bad habits, your kerfuffles from childhood, your ancestral line junk. So sun is shining brightly here. And as it does, it moves into an alignment this very powerful with a very powerfully anaretic at the last degree, Lord of time and karma. Sorry, wrong one. It moves into an alignment with Neptune, who's moved past that time and karma guy. And so dreams at night, understanding of deeper vision for what you wish to accomplish in your career, connecting to matters to do with financial success from digital borderless income revenue and distant marketplaces, and ultimately shining a light on those features of the sky for a month, right? The sun moves here, third week of May to third week of June. We also can see that the sun is also trining Pluto, and sun Pluto energy is also in the moksha houses, spiritual liberation of 8 and 12. And maybe there's something you're wishing to see more clearly about your spiritual life, especially with Jupiter, the guru, in your 12th house, so that you can what can you do with it? So you can ascend in your career without the rose-colored glasses and provide something to the world that is Neptunian, which is ultimately we are one, unity consciousness, oceanic awareness, the drop in the ocean. So there's a very spiritual, profound energy. If you're in the film industry, the glamour industry, Hollywood, movie making, this is an auspicious shift of energy for you that offers up potential great opportunities in all of those industries, including storytelling, fiction writing, screenplay writing, and all of that. Looking good on you. And yes, you're feeling that sweet glow of this energy around, most accurately around the 23rd. And it continues on. It's not a one and done. 21st, 22nd, 23rd. Love this energy for you. Mini grand trine. Very lucky. Mercury is having a nice conversation with Saturn. The two of them are trying to agree with each other. Nothing hard about that. So they're having a conversation. You can feel it coming on around the 24th of May. It could be about human resources, being headhunted, signing on for a new job. It could be about book publishing contracts. It could be matters to do with visas and passports and travel and siblings and elder sibling and things to do with social groups of friends. It could be getting yourself on a podcast or in front of a crowd and having great results in something that you're up to that's feeling dharmic and destined. And that little microphone Mercury is also going to bump into Uranus. Remember I talked about that? Mercury and Uranus are going to combine forces just as the sun did on the 17th, 18th. So maybe go back to the 17th and 18th while you're living through the 25th and 26th. Because, so kind of over here on the 26th. So let's just call it like the 24th, 25th goes back to the 17th, 18th. And there may be some surprises. There may be some shocks. There may be some unexpected developments. And I did talk about the oasis, right, with you guys, that you have a full moon here in the house of romantic love and children. I hope so. I'm having one of those moments where I can't remember I talked about the full moon on the 12th, in the middle of the May 6th to 14th oasis, but I would have done that. I couldn't have missed it. But just reminding you, the full moon here, full light in the house of romantic love, children. Oh, yes, I told you the worst case, it would be a sexual secret Jerry Springer episode. Oh, my God. Sorry about that. What about the new moon? Let's talk happy moon, 6 degrees of Gemini. Yes, there's a new moon on May the 26th. Not too shabby. Let's bring ourselves to take a peek at that beautiful lunation. I love this lunation more than any moon, I think, in 2025. The moon is going to be conjunct the sun on May the 26th, 27th. Is time zone dependent. It's going to be at 6 degrees of Gemini. And it's going to have Mercury, the Lord of Gemini, in co-attendance with Jupiter. Lucky communications, deals, negotiations, commercial enterprise, foreign lands, foreign shores, and foreign places, academic luck connected to matters to do with book publishing, luck connected to creative projects done home alone, luck, powerful dreams, resetting your life, visionary experiences, especially with the North Node in one of the dream houses and Jupiter here as well. So nighttime dreams, pay attention. This little new moon at 6 degrees of Gemini is really activating on the 26th, 27th, and look for the 2 weeks that follow. And Jupiter rules your house of livelihood and work. So you may get a new job out of this because he's co-present and co-attending. And Mercury rules your third house. So social media things can go very well in this particular sky. Jupiter also rules the house of rental properties, and there may be an opportunity to rent or lease a property as a tenant. But with Jupiter and the whole thing in the 12th house, it may be in a distant shore from where you currently live, even the other side of the country you live in, or another country. And with the South Node in the third house, it means letting go of your neighbors, your neighborhood, your local environment. So again, are some of you going to find that this moon, not just new beginnings, new starts on the 26th, 27th, regarding maybe domicile, but also unfolding 2 weeks after and up to 6 months later, not to pin it all on one moment. The moon can take 6 months to fulfill all of its trajectory. It's not a one and done. Mercury will join the sun in a cazimi or a solar conjunction with the Mercury on the other side of the sun in direct motion. This conjunction is happening as he divine downloads stuff from headquarters, which is the sun. If anything I suggest you do is pay attention to your dreams on the 29th and 30th at night, or insights through meditations or trance states. Otherwise, news coming through from a foreign person, foreign shore, and foreign land. That's powerfully Jupiter positive and lucky. And with Mercury ruling your third house, news about or from a sibling younger than you, or aunts, uncles, cousins, nieces, and nephews in general, one younger than you particularly, and positive news at that. You can use this. You don't have to just let it happen. There's ways to harness this energy, which are important. So I'll describe some options for you. Dream journal, proactively, the 29th and 30th. Send an email or text someone or do something with a foreign person in a distant shore, that it matters to you because you want a good result. With Jupiter there, apply for the university, take the interview with the school. With Jupiter there, sort of midwiving this, it looks like you could also be very fortunate with a new job opportunity, a new rental opportunity, or a new pet opportunity. And so using the energy of this, not just the active, likelihood of how it plays out, harness it is what I'm saying. And that's what I got for you. I don't think I missed very much. I think I caught the wave of most of it. I love that this cazimi puts the moon on not on the ascendant, but during the cazimi, it depends on the degree of your ascendant. The moon herself, the lord of your sign, is trundling through Cancer for your sun, moon, and rising. If I didn't describe the different sun is career, moon is home, rising is anything about your life, I may have forgotten to do that in the beginning. And don't forget, you got a lot of chutzpah here. You got Mars moving through your second house for really passion and drive and ambition around resources financially and making money. And so keep that in mind. You've got that Mars power until mid-June in a way you haven't seen since 1977, 78. It's like a go for it. It's a Nike, just do it energy regarding money matters. And so it looks exciting to me. I like it. And with Mars trining Venus, ruler of the fourth house, you might get some money because of purchasing or selling a home. In this case, selling a home or buying a home. Both of those can be blessed as well during the month of May, especially with Venus's support of Mars in that trine that runs through May 19th to the 24th. All right. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe. Don't forget you can find me on Substack for free, where I write about the Pluto Chronicles, all things Pluto and Aquarius. You can check out my Zoom meetings, 3 a month with my Patreon community. I would love to see you there. And you might also want to check me out, my Cosmic Moonshine newsletter that comes out Saturday. I write it myself, not AI. And it's my verbalization written form of what I think is important in the week ahead. And if you join that newsletter, you get access to my free contests where I give away readings and courses and prizes that nobody else gets. You have to be on that newsletter. I'd like to see you at all of those, but you pick, it's up to you guys. Thanks for listening. See you in my next videos.